Everybody. You remember that great conference I went to a couple days ago? And I came back and was like, oh, it was a great conference. I'm so glad I went. Well, unfortunately, the honeymoon phase kind of wore off a bit and came back to school today. Went to work today. Morning went great. All my elementary kids loved to see me, and we're doing stuff. And they're, oh, how are you, Mr. Lovejoy? Oh, you've been gone. It's all this great stuff. It's part of why I love teaching. Is the kids really enjoy it when you come back and everything. At least, I hope they will always love when I come back. At least today they were. So that's going well. Had some meetings with my colleagues and was sharing some of the things I learned, and they're excited about it. It's good information. You always wish you could have had the next step. Like there's lots of good diagnosing a problem. You wish there was more how to do the follow through and how to actually help the problem after you diagnose it. But lots of good information. Anyway, then I get to my music classes, 6th and 7th hour. I love my music classes. But today was just one of those days where being gone brought me lots of good information. But then once I come back, oh my. I'd given them 2 days to work on a project, fairly simple project, about big band leaders. They were supposed to look up the leader, find out what his main instrument was he played, maybe what a couple of his hits were with his orchestra, with his band, and then any other relevant information. Not a whole lot, but I wanted pictures, I wanted sound, I wanted movies, look up things, find them out. I always go, source with your friends, source with the other kids in the class. Someone will be able to help you get what you need if you really don't know how to download something and put it into a program. But we've done lots of it before, so it's not the first time they've been asked to do any of this. And then on top of that, kind of as a tie into World War II, since we were talking about how World War II affected big bands, I said, and come up with a short line about war rationing and how your artist might have promoted some form of war rationing. And the ones that did it did great. But I think I might have had 50% of the class that actually accomplished the assignment, and they had 2 days in class to do this. And then they had, of course, the whole weekend if they really wanted to work on it after that. But 2 days in class to work on it. And that few got it accomplished. And it's times like that, it's days like today, that I come home and I just go, okay, what more can I do? I give my kids all the tools. We've done lots of practice. We had basically half a day where I answered all their questions and went through examples of kind of what they could do and how to do it, and just you name it, they asked it, I answered it. And then to be gone for 2 days, and I went ahead and gave all that information in writing. That way it's at their desk. The substitute has it. I've gone over it with her. There's really just no excuses for this. And then the level of accomplishment that you come back to is just disappointing. And you wonder as a teacher, what more could I do to make this clear? And these aren't elementary age kids. These aren't middle school kids that have maybe never done something like. I have a couple of freshmen, several sophomores, quite a few juniors, and a senior. And some of these kids are my students that I've had multiple years. Most of those students did what I asked of them. They've kind of got it by now. Still not as good of quality as you want sometimes out of someone who's you've had in class for several years, but still, at least they took that first step and got my stuff done. Like I say, I don't really have an answer. I've tossed a lot of different things at the wall over the past few years. I feel like I've given way more tools this year than ever before, and it still isn't yielding the results that I want as a teacher. And so I just look at it and go, okay, where did I fail? Or, because I can't always put it all on the kids. If I say it's all their fault, then I just give up and let them ride with whatever grade they get. But it's my job as a teacher to make sure they get the information, that they have the skills, that they are going to be able to succeed far beyond my classroom. And so that's what I'm thinking right now. Where did I fail? Where did I let them down? What can I make a better situation for next time so they will have a greater success rate? Because I want to come back from things like this and see their progress, not their failures. you tie that into several other things today, and today has been a rough day, but I'm making it through. We had choir practice tonight. Our local community college, 20 minutes down the road, has a community choir that I'm part of, and that was a nice pick me up for the day. On a day when you've had that much bleh kind of hit you, you need a little something, and so that was nice. Singing some Mendelssohn and a couple other things. The Mendelssohn's the main one I remember because that's what we were practicing the longest and the last thing we did before I left. But anyway, teaching can have its high points, but man, today was a rough one. Was not the best of days, but we get through. We still do it. We love it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be teaching. But anyway, if any of you have suggestions, I'm always willing to learn, try new things. But you can bet that I'm not letting a 0 sit on their grade book. Just in case you're wondering, those kids are going to have another chance to present it tomorrow. I always tell them, turn in something. Something gets you more than half of a credit, sort of thing. And then there'll be communications home and lots of other things because we're going to get that assignment in. Just because I don't like letting it ride. Anyway, still thinking about it, obviously. But that's enough for tonight. So maybe we'll share some more of the choir music tomorrow. See ya.